Hi, it's Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Had a little bit of extra time on Friday night, so I thought I'd do a video recap of the scores from South Carolina College Baseball on Friday in case some of you are too lazy to go to PalmettoStateBaseball.com. But here it is. We're going to go in alphabetical orders by the winners, and then we'll finish up with the conference, with the tournaments that were going on. Anderson beat Mars Hill 16-6 in the South Atlantic Conference. The Trojans scored 10 runs in the bottom of the eighth inning to get a run rule win. Charleston Southern also got a run rule win. They beat Manhattan 15-2 in the beginning of that series in 7 innings. The Buccaneers now 4-1. They got 6 runs in the first and 5 in the second. College of Charleston also moved to 4-1. The Cougars beat Seton Hall 4-1 in the beginning of that series down at Patriots Point. Limestone with another run rule win in the South Atlantic Conference. The Saints upended Catawba, which is nationally ranked in most of the Division II polls, 10-0. They made it a run rule win by scoring a run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Maine beat the Citadel 4-2 in the opener of that series. Also, Newberry got a nice win over Carson Newman in the South Atlantic Conference. They won 2-1 behind some strong pitching by Ethan LeBron. Elsewhere, North Greenville improved to 12-1 with a win over UNC Pembroke in the beginning of that Conference Carolina series. The final score was 8-1. South Carolina was having some struggles on offense until Jace Woda hit a grand slam, and the Gamecocks went on to win over Milwaukee 5-2 in the opener of that series. UFC starter Dylan Eskew left in the 3rd inning with an apparent injury. Afterward, Coach Paul Maneri said it appears it was a lower back strain of some sort. The Gamecocks pitcher still struck out 12, so they're doing well on the mound, but they're still having some struggles getting runs to score. Talladega beat Voorhees 7-2 in the opener of their series. Tennessee Wesleyan, which is ranked in the top 10 in NAIA in the nation, beat Columbia International 10-6 in the opener of an AAC series. USC Aiken rallied to beat Indiana Pennsylvania, another ranked Division II team, 6-5 in a non-conference game. The Pacers scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. USC Beaufort got a nice win. They beat Augusta 12-2 in the opener of a Peach Belt Conference series. Villanova pulled away late to beat Winthrop 10-4 in the opener of that series. Wofford went ahead in the bottom of the 8th. Army tied it in the top of the 9th, and then the Terriers won it in the bottom of the 9th, 4-3 in the opener of that series. Erskine had a 5-3 lead early against Young Harris, but the Young Harris wound up rallying to win 11-8 to open that Conference Carolina series. In the Clemson Baseball Invitational, the Tigers won over VCU 6-2. They got a total of 13 strikeouts from starter Aiden Kanak and Drew Titsworth. Coastal Carolina fell to Alabama in the Jacks College Baseball Classic 9-2. The Chanticleers for the second straight game had trouble on the mound. They walked 12, hit 3. In a loss to College of Charleston earlier this week, they walked 16 and hit 2. Also, the One Spartanburg Inc. Classic began today with games in Spartanburg and in Clinton. USC Spartanburg had had a flashback there. USC Upstate had a 2-1 lead going into the top of the 9th, but the Falcons scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th to win 5-2. Down in Clinton, the Blue Hose of PC got a walk-off walk to beat Lemoyne 3-2. So what's going on tomorrow in the world of college baseball? Let's take a quick look. The Clemson Invitational will continue tomorrow over at Clemson Doug Kingsmore Stadium. There'll be 2 games. The Tigers will play North Carolina A&T at noon. Then they will play VCU again at 4 o'clock. Coastal Carolina tries to bounce back tomorrow in the Jacks College Baseball Classic. They play Ohio State at noon. The Buckeyes beat NC State in somewhat of an upset on Friday. In the One Spartanburg Inc. Classic, Upstate and Presbyterian will swap opponents. The Spartans will play Lemoyne, and PC will play Bowling Green. How about regular season games? Lots of doubleheaders going on. Young Harris is at Erskine for an 11 o'clock doubleheader. Bob Jones has been inactive for about a week and a half because of rain and other factors, and they're playing a doubleheader at Guilford. Columbia International completes this series at Tennessee Wesleyan with a doubleheader at noon. Gaston College and Florence Darlington Tech have been the top 2 teams in NJCAA Region 10. for the last several years. And those teams will begin a 3-game series on Saturday in Florence at Daly Field. They'll play a doubleheader starting at noon. Spartanburg Methodist is home against Cumberland for a doubleheader at noon. Voorhees completes its series against Talladega with a noon home game in Denmark. Elsewhere, North Greenville and UNC Pembroke will play a pair at Ray and B. Dillard Field in Tigerville. USC Salkehatchie will play host to USC Lancaster to open their Region 10 series as a noon doubleheader down that way. USC Sumter also in opens region play. They'll be at USC Union. They play at the Jonesville Ballpark. It's a noon doubleheader. The Bantams are 6-0 so far this year, but they've had a bunch of games rained out. Elsewhere, Francis Marion opens a series against Barton with a doubleheader at 1 o'clock. Newberry completes its series against Carson Newman with a 1 o'clock doubleheader at the Smith Road Complex. Limestone will try to get a series win and maybe even a sweep against Catawba with a 1 o'clock doubleheader in Gaffney. Lander opens a series against Shawan. It'll be a 1 o'clock doubleheader to start. Benedict will play host to Lemoyne Owen in Columbia, 1 o'clock start. Mars Hill will be at Anderson in the final 2 games of that series, 1 o'clock start at Anderson Memorial Stadium. Mount Olive and Southern Wesleyan will begin a Conference Carolina series, doubleheader at 1 o'clock in Central Dr. C. Keith Connor Field. Charleston Southern will play game 2 of its series against Manhattan at 1:30 down at Bucks Stadium. Elsewhere, Indiana, Pennsylvania is at USC Aiken for a doubleheader at 2. The Citadel tries to even up its series against Maine with a 2 o'clock game at the Joe in Charleston. South Carolina is at home again at 2 o'clock for a game 2 of the series with Milwaukee. College of Charleston tries to clinch a series win with a 2 o'clock home game against Seton Hall at Patriots Point. Winthrop tries to even its series against Villanova, 2 o'clock in Winthrop at Founders Field. Wofford plays game 2 of its series with Army at 3 o'clock at Russell C. King Field. And the only night game on the schedule right now, Augusta is playing host to USC Beaufort at 6 o'clock at Jaguars Field over in across the Savannah River in Georgia. All the scores and highlights of college baseball in South Carolina can be found at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Just want to try experiment with a little video update. If you like this, let me know in the comment section or email me at rudyjones@PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Follow me on X at PalmettoBase on X, formerly known as Twitter. And just let me know what you'd like to see me do in college baseball in the state of South Carolina at my website. I hope you enjoy the stuff. Let me know again if you do or if you don't. And thanks for listening. This is Rudy Jones. It's about 10:42 on Friday night, saying Saturday will be a beautiful day to play baseball. Let's play too.